Hello everyone, and welcome to a Gladiator event. Gladiator events are finally back. I'm so excited. I hope you all are as well. This is the second week actually. I don't have any videos from the first week, but I'm getting into it. I'm going to be playing in the Thursday evening event today, the Swords and Sandals, and I'm going to be playing Mono Green Ramp. This is a deck that I picked up. Somebody else played. I believe it was Funky Sight. I hope I said your name right. I've been playing this just in the LFGQ event, and it's a lot of fun. Is it the best deck? Probably not. But I don't actually think it's that bad. There are some very powerful things you can do, and it's just really fun. And that's what the weekday events are for, right? Fun, silly things that, if I play this deck and I lose horribly, well, I only have to do it for 3 rounds, right? On Saturday events, I like to play, something that I think is at least somewhat decent. Because I'm in it for 5 rounds and I'd like to play all 5 rounds, so I'd like to play something that is at least a little bit good and that I enjoy. But this is sort of like a good testing ground, so maybe, hey, if I do really well, maybe I'll play it again on Saturday. We'll see. But anyway, this deck, well, it's pretty straightforward. There's a bunch of green cards, a bunch of ramp. So we have here, let's pull it up, all of our mana dorks, a bunch of 2 mana dorks as well, Sylvan Caryatid, Fanatic of Aronis, Emerald Medallion, Rampant Growth, that kind of thing. And then just some 5 and 6 drops to kind of crush people. Cavalier of Thorns. Elder Gargaroth is in here. Not a card I ever thought I'd play again, but here it is. Nissa Who Shakes the World. This card has honestly done really well. The mana doubling can actually just be really effective. Like, this card has kind of impressed me. Wingbane Vantasaur, just one of the best creatures that there is right now. So effective, so big, so versatile. Love that. That's kind of it. You just play a bunch of big green stuff and try to overwhelm people with size. And there's a decent amount of card advantage as well. I've got the Great Henge in here, Tribute to the World Tree, Verdant Dread, Palantir. Like, you can definitely beat decks that have good counter spells and good interaction. It's not easy, but it is doable. So it's a lot of fun to play, is all I really want to say here. I'm going to be getting into round 1 in just a minute. Thank you for checking this video out. I hope the tournaments are going well for you if you're playing in them. Which, by the way, I do want to briefly talk about the new tournament structure, because I just think it's going to be fun. Because I believe this season is going to be only 3 months long, so the top 16 is going to come off, I believe, around the beginning or middle of April, and that means that the slots are going to be very competitive. Currently, I believe I'm in like 10th place or something. I mean, it's only the second week. I'm in 10th place exactly, but people have gotten points all the way down to 53rd. So while I think if you play a decent amount, you will definitely be able to make top 16, I think there's going to be a lot more close races, both to make it in and to get good seeding, which is something else that, in the last season, because it was so long, by the end of it, a lot of the positions were already basically guaranteed, right? I could tell you 2 months out that I was going to be locked into the second seed, and there was, I think I even joked, like, unless Meadow loses 15 matches in a row, I was going to get second seed. So with the new structure, it's going to be a lot closer, it's going to be a lot more exciting, and we're going to have, in the last week or two, we're going to have a lot of races that we're really looking at, a lot of impactful matches, and I think that's just going to make watching and following the tournaments and playing in the tournaments more exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm happy about that. Also with the bannings, I'm not sure if I'm really going to stick with Jeskai. Like, before the bannings, my assumption was, I'll just play Jeskai in whatever the next big event is, but I am sort of fishing around and looking for something that might be a little bit better, or might be better suited to a certain meta. So I'm going to be playing a wide variety of decks, probably, in these events, and hopefully that will also make for more entertaining videos, so you don't just have to see the same thing over and over again if you're watching these. All right, I think that is all I have to say, so I will be back for round 1. Alright, here we are for round 1. I'm against I Am 3D Homer, who is playing Naya Winota. This is not a keepable hand. This, ooh. So we have no 2-drop, but Llanowar Tribe is very good. We're on the draw, we have a Surveil. I think I'm gonna go for it. And so we're on the draw, and we have a Surveil, so we have a decent chance of finding a 2-mana spell. But also, they don't have a ton of removal, which means that Llanowar Tribe is probably going to be very good here. That is not a 2-drop. That is also not a 2-drop, so this is starting to look a little bit less good. About this matchup is, as far as matchups go, this is probably pretty good. They are rather aggressive, and they did win the die roll, and that's a pretty big issue. But they have relatively little interaction, and we can probably go over them fairly easily unless they get off to a really good start. Okay, so I didn't draw 2-drop. They have Felia, probably. I'd be surprised if this deck had a hand without a 2-drop to play on turn 2. Really? They have 52 creatures. So I was very much expecting them to do something, but I will not complain. Delny, okay. Delny could be a real issue. Obviously it depends on on what they have in their hand, but it's not promising. Okay, so here I can either play Llanowar Tribe, but because they didn't play a card on turn 1 or 2, that kind of suggests to me that they have a removal spell. I'd be surprised if they kept a hand with no removal and no 2-drops. And if I play Outcast or Trailblazer, next turn I can either play Wrenn and 7, or I can play Mythweaver Pock, which wouldn't... I could play Mythweaver Pock before I play land, but that wouldn't trigger the Trailblazer. I think I'm just going to plot the Trailblazer. I think next turn going Trailblazer, Wrenn and 7 minus. Well, Delny would be able to kill the Wrenn and 7 actually, because I can't block her. So, we'll see what happens. Oh, that could be an issue. But they don't have a land either. What do they have? Okay. I kind of want to play Radagast here, because the 2/5 is going to be quite good against this. They may have Swords or Path, but I don't think I super care about that. And then I can play Mythweaver Pock next turn. And if they just have like Lightning Bolt or something, this is ideal. Okay, looks like they do have something. Or they're considering it at least. Ooh, I whiffed. Okay, that's pretty bad. I think I'm just going to pass here, because my Trailblazer can't... Well, actually, no, if they play a land, then my Trailblazer can block whatever they put the counters on. So I think it is worth it, actually. Okay, Radagast is going to die. That sucks. They had swords. Well... Okay. Worst case scenario... Okay, I guess Lightning Bolt's not the worst case scenario, but it's not good for me. Oh, that is the worst case scenario. Yeah, this is really bad now. Because now this is going to trigger twice every turn, because they're just never going to pump itself. Oh, Wingbane. Oh, yes. Oh, what a good card. Give me the Savage Stomp. I get to kill Delny for just 1 mana, and I have a 5/6 reach blocker. Oh, this is so good. That was probably the best draw on the whole deck. This audio feels weird. I'm not sure. All right, hang on. Let me try something. Okay, there we go. Okay, Eldritch Evolution for Tajik and a land. So this is not that bad, because this Vantasaur can basically block whatever they put out. So next turn they're gonna get a Sky Knight Legionnaire. Oh, I guess a Spark Trooper would be kind of an issue, but I could just block the Aurelia. Now it is just gonna keep getting bigger, but once it gets above 5, it's actually not gonna get anything. So if I just kill the Aurelia, I'm not really in danger anymore. I'm gonna play Ren 7, and I'm gonna make a 5/5. I want the extra blocker. They could kill Ren 7 here if they want, but I would get to kill the Scythe Pet Cub as well. So now I plus, and this will hopefully... So I could analyze the Pollen here and get up to a 5-drop. I don't think I actually have any cards that can kill a Tajik, so I just need to go over it. I'm looking at what I could get a Vorinclex. I could get a second Green Shell or an Elder Gargaroth. Or I think I'm just gonna go with Weaverpock and a Forest and a Llanowar Tribe. This just gets me a much better board presence right now, and I don't think I'm really under any pressure that I need to do anything, so I'm just gonna hang out. Okay, Helana and Elena. So they can put 3 counters on a creature. Okay, this is starting to get scary. I'm gonna need to be attacking soon, but I think I'll be able to attack pretty well next turn. Here, I can just block the Spark Trooper. No worries there. Rampant Growth. Okay. I'm gonna +1. Ooh, Nykthos. Okay, so I have tons of mana. Oh, but I actually lost my Vorinclex, which would probably be the best mana sink right now. I'm trying to look at what else I could get. Oh, Ulvenwald Oddity is in here, and I can use that to flip. I can flip that and use it to give all my creatures trample. Oh, I forgot about this. I should have used Nykthos in response to the trigger, and then I could get 2 Nykthos activations. Okay, that was a mistake, but that's okay. So I'm gonna analyze the Pollen here, exiling Nissa and Savage Stomp. I get the Oddity, which costs me 4. And then I transform it for 7. And I'll just go ahead and play these cards now while I have the mana. Is this enough? Let me do the math. This is 40, they have 14, so that's 26. Okay. I believe I've done this right. All right, there it is. Oh, that sucks. I mean, this is still good. It's just not as good as it could be. Okay, Ranger class and Traverse Valley. I think I actually like... So I want to play the Fanatic here, because I know this will ram me for next turn. If I play Tireless Tracker, it doesn't really do anything. Also, Fanatic can block this. I think I want to Traverse and get a land, because this could be very important. Okay, that's actually a pretty good land to hit. Because it'll be untapped, and that's what I really want right now. I could just, like, I have the ability to do this. The Vista also will get me 2 clues here. I could just play the tribe and fight something. I have a lot of options set up for next turn. And so I'm feeling okay about this, but of course, we'll have to see. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay. Now I can... Oh, actually, depending on what I get... So I can play the Sentinel and use the map. And if I hit a spell, I can tap this for 4 and play Bushwhack and the Tribe. And even if I don't, I can still at least fight the Lelia. So this seems quite good. Okay, I hit a land. That's a shame, but I can at least get this off the board and have a blocker for the wolf. So that's okay. I can play this next turn. Actually, I could play 2 things next turn if I play the beast first, because then I'll get 4 off that. Their situation with the mana over here is also apparently pretty awkward. And it's another single color tap land. They might be like really struggling over here. Two single color lands. A land that only makes white for spirits, which I can't imagine they have that many of. And they're not really applying a lot of pressure, which means I'm probably going to get to play at least some of these next turn, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Is this card good? This card seems fine, actually. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Okay, so I could just play this, but I think I'd actually rather get the tracker going. Well, they probably don't have an answer to this, but if I just play two things, I'd get a card off this and an activation off of here. So I think I'm just going to go for this. They could actually double block. Okay, they're not going to. I didn't expect them to, but if they had, it would have actually been pretty bad. So I play this, I get this. Now I can sacrifice this, and this will become 4 power, so now this will make 4. I actually don't want to play this yet, just in case they took something that has 5 power. I don't want to give them the card for this, and next turn I can play Selvala and the Gargaroth, and that'll get me a card right away. The cave. What do I want to find with the cave right now? A blast zone might be helpful. A shifting woodland doesn't have anything good right now, but it could in the future, so not a bad card to have. I guess it can also just get me 2 tracker triggers, so okay. What are they gonna get? This will be very interesting. If they get like a Solitude, they still don't have any white mana. They've only single color producers, and none of them are white. They are going for it, but they'll have to evoke. Okay. I'm gonna play this now to get my clue. And I'm gonna make sure I get 4 off this and can play Selvala. They don't have any wraths, right? Let me just check. I'd be shocked if they did, but okay, I don't see any. So I'm just gonna play the ooze and then go and attack. And hide the fact that I have this out. I don't need the mana off this, And I do want to be able to pressure them, so I think I'm just going to get in with everyone. Here comes the removal. Sure. I think I go after the Loot Monger so I can scavenge it. But now I'm just going to play the Gargoyle. Get to draw a card. And now I think I'm in a great position. I mean, well, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. I don't think it's going to be quite good enough to beat this. Okay. I'm going to start with a map here. Because this is the creature that can't attack into Fury, so I want to see if I can get a spell, which I couldn't. That's okay. I'll play this. I could go for a Surveil, but I think I just want the basic here. Oh, a Palantir? Yeah, I'll go for that. I'll just go ahead and attack with these two. And I'll go for the creature. Keep applying pressure. I have enough mana to play the Palantir and the Curator here. Though actually, I do kind of want to hold up Urza's Cave. So I think I'm just going to let it be this. And now I'll use this to play the Palantir and go to Mind Step. I think this one's going to be over next turn. I'm just going to go for the creature here to have additional pressure. Well, actually, I have 4 lethal attackers, they have 4 blockers, so I guess I don't quite have lethal yet. Yeah, I guess I don't have it yet, but I'm going to force them to block with everything. I might as well use this now. no board, and they're at 3. I'll draw a card, and I'll just pass here and use the bounty. All right, there it is, 2-0. Yeah, as far as matchups go, this was probably one of the better ones. They had some pretty rough mana in this game. Couldn't get enough white mana, or couldn't get white mana to actually cast more than one spell. So yeah, got a 2-0. I don't know, I'll see if I can keep it going, and I'll be back for round 2. Okay, and here we are for the second match. I am against Pokeplays, who is playing, it's listed as 4-color aggro. It's like an artifact aggro deck. On the draw again, I say again, I shouldn't complain. But this hand is too slow, I think, to really get anything done. I have a Surveil, but I really just, I feel like in this matchup, if I can just do something early, I have a pretty good shot. I think I actually keep this. I have no lands, but I can play this untapped on 1 and cycle this, and then play a Caryatid on 2. So I think that's pretty good. I don't think they really have any graveyard. And they have a couple graveyard synergies, but not a lot. So I think I'm just going to get rid of the Endurance. Okay, and I drew a land. That's good. So I think my plan here is going to be to play Sylvan Caryatid on turn 2, and then Myco Spawn on turn 3. Another land, fantastic. Because if I play Fauna Shaman, like, I could find, like, because I don't have much mana yet, I can't really do anything with it yet, so I'm just going to play the Caryatid. Can't get killed, which is good too. And then I can Myco Spawn probably Nykthos. Okay. The mythic rare 2-mana 2/2. Also a Bristlebud Farmer here. I think I like casting Myco Spawn though, because if I cast Myco Spawn, then next turn I can play Primeval Titan, and that's pretty good. So what I'll do here is I'll get Castle Garenberg, I think, so that next turn I won't have to play the Bridgeworks battle if I don't draw land, because I would like to have a removal spell available for something like that. Okay, well, I drew a land anyway, so that's okay. Okay, let's see, how should I do this? I'll play the woodland. I'll just cast Primeval Titan then. Get 2 lands. They will be, I think one of them should be Nykthos. And the other one, maybe just Underground Sewers and look for, well, Blast Zone is going to be good against the Terramander eventually, probably. So I'm just going to go ahead and have Blast Zone play it for when I want it. Now, if they kill the, well, even if they kill the Primeval Titan, I'll still be able to Bridgeworks battle a Cannoneer, but if they have an artifact too, like this Cannoneer could very well kill me. This is like of the cards that can go in art, Kappa Cannoneer is a very good card for an artifact deck. It's a very good payoff, so. Okay, Mirror Enforcer, sure. Attack for 6. Ooh. How much damage? I only have 3 forests. So I could only give 6 extra damage on attacks, which would be 15, so that's not enough. Oh, this also just minuses to blow up an artifact or enchantment. That's pretty good. Okay. How much mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 9 mana right now. I can play a land and have 10. So I could play this for 6 and -1 to blow up that. I could play... So this would be at 4 loyalty then. This will cost 4 mana to adapt. Or I could just... I think I'm going to go for Nissa. Here, let me make sure I do this right. So this, I spend 6. Wait, do I need to spend 5? And then minus on this. I nearly ran out of time there. Oh, I think I did need to spend 5. Okay. Oh, because I had the Bridgeworks battle that I could have played. Okay, that was what I was thinking about. But now that I spent all this life, I'm actually pretty close to dying. So maybe I don't attack with Primeval Titan here. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass. Okay, I don't think I played that turn super well. I think I should the time was getting low. I wasn't really sure what to do. I kind of panicked at the end. But the Kappa Cannoneer is gone. That's good. Nissa will probably die, but I have the Farmer and the Fauna Shaman, which will both be good. I have Blast Zone, which can blow up the Pteramander, so it's okay. It's okay. I think if their hand is not very good, I think I'm pretty far ahead. If their hand is pretty good, then I'm probably not ahead, but I'm not that far behind, if that makes sense. Okay, so they have a Pteramander. Okay, that's fine. How many artifacts do they have right now? Only 3, so this still costs 4. And a Bowmaker. Okay, sure. Ooh, okay. If I activate Castle Garenbrig, I won't be able to use Blast Zone and... Well, do I just have lethal? Let's do the count again. So I play 4 mana for this, then this will make 10. I can spend 7 on this, and 4 on a Bristlebud Farmer, and I'll have 8, 13, 19, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, I won't have lethal, I don't think. I am just gonna blow up this Mirror Enforcer. Oh, I should have used... Crap. I'm all scattered. I'm gonna play... Bristlebud Farmer. Go to combat. And attack for 6. I'm gonna get Bajuka Bog and I don't know, I guess I'll get Lair of the Hydra. And I think I'm just gonna pass here. I'll be able to use Blast Zone, and I can sacrifice the foods. So they could use Inventor's Fair here. I don't know what they would get exactly, but probably nothing too scary. Nope, don't want to do that. Gotta make sure I tap right. Now we do this. Now I sacrifice Blast Zone, blow up the 1-drops. And gain 3 life. Okay. And then I have lethal with the Oddity next turn. Alright, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, I have enough mana, yeah. They could use Inventor's Fair. Is there a 2-mana instant speed artifact that could get me here? I don't think so. Just get these lands. They might be on like Saw Blades, but Saw Blades isn't enough damage. Alright, there it is. Okay, this hand is not phenomenal. This hand doesn't really do anything. But I've got 2 ramp pieces and a Disciple which can draw me a bunch of cards. Do I even want to play the Kami on turn 1? Well, I don't think I'll need to use... Like, I don't think I'll need to be... I'll need to discard it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this. It feels not great ramping into nothing, but I'll draw something. It'll be fine. And Besage is probably real good in this matchup if their deck is full of artifacts. Gixian Recycler. Okay, that's fine. Another land, that is not fine. Go ahead and play a Scrap Gorger. Scrap Gorger is going to be nice if this Recycler dies. Glass Casket for the Scrap Gorger, okay. Presumably the Scrap Gorger, yeah. I think I'm just gonna block. Like, they'll get the Unearth abilities, but I don't think I'm really that concerned about that. Another land, that's not it. And I mean, I'm gonna have to do something about this anyway. Nissa. Okay, that'll actually be quite a good card here, I think. Are they just gonna unearth both things and hit me for 6? Alright, that works for me. So now I could just disciple this land next turn and draw 3 cards, which I'll probably do, assuming the Nissa survives, because I'll just have so much mana. Okay. Another land. I think I'm gonna activate Nissa first, even though I'm technically losing out on 2 mana. I think getting to attack first and seeing what they do is going to be more important than saving the 2 mana. Play the Disciple. Did I get full control in time? I did not. Okay, well, my mistake. Ooh. And I'm getting punished. If I had remembered to tap my mana in time, I would have been able to play Primeval Titan this turn. Alright, well, my mistake. Exile 3 lands, because I want to collect evidence for this. Urza's Battlethopter. Solar Transformer, sure. And a Vorinclex? Okay, I just have so much mana. So this is 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. If I Vorinclex for a force, that'll be 11. That'll be enough to play Primeval Titan. Alright, let's just slam some creatures. I don't think I really want Gate to Mannerborn here, but I may want untapped lands. They don't play any Wraths, do they? I'm assuming no. Okay, I see Ugin's Binding, but I think that barely counts. So if I play Primeval Titan here, or I could try to flip Vorinclex. I think I'm just gonna play Primeval Titan. And then I'm gonna attack, and if they like make this bigger and try to eat something, I can Besage it. But I might not even do that. Like I don't think I even care too much about that. Do I want a Nykthos? Just have more mana than I know what to do with? No, I should get Gate to Mannerborn. Reality Heist. Okay, that's pretty good here. Oh, maybe I should have Besaged the Liberator in response, so that they can't cast with Flash any spells that they get. Yeah, maybe I should have done that. But, I mean, I still don't really care about them. Ooh, 2 clones? Oh, that's bad. Okay, well, this just got a bit harder. Yeah. They get a Primeval Titan, and they're gonna get another Primeval Titan next turn. Okay, well... I think I want to kill this Primeval Titan anyway. And they just surveilled to the top. So I'm going to go ahead and do this. Is this supposed to... Am I supposed to be able to use Sunken Citadel to channel a Beseiju? Because that's what it did, right? That's what this mana is? I thought I wouldn't be able to do it. But I don't know. I'll have to like look up that ruling or something and see what's going on. Alright, that's it for me. Let's see what they got. I have this Inventor's Fair too. They could sacrifice, get another artifact. They're just gonna pass. Sky Sovereign. Okay. So I'll play the land. Should I flip Vorinclex, or should I try to? I think I'm gonna try to. Oh wait, Surgical Metamorph can copy any permanent. Oh, I might have screwed this one up. Okay, I get these two creatures. I plus on... Or actually... Huh. I can also analyze now for a creature. I don't have enough mana. I could get Wingbane Vantasaur, actually. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana I potentially have. Okay, I think I'm gonna go for this. Play Analyze. Exile these two. So I could go for Overruled Oddity. Or I could just get Wingbane Vantasaur and get a Naturalize. And that seems pretty good. Now I could plus on, I guess, this forest. Go to combat and send it. I'm assuming they're going to copy the Grand Evolution and try to hit some good creatures. They're going to go for Primeval Titan. Interesting. Because that does make them dead on board. But they have Assimilation Aegis. Okay. So if I naturalize this, they have to... At least one of their things has to die. Well, if I let this resolve and I just naturalize the Primeval Titan, then they still just go to 1. And they'll have an Aegis with my Primeval Titan. Yeah, I'm just gonna blow up this. I need enough time to attack. Okay. I'll just go ahead and grab Bojuka Bog and I guess Nykthos. Am I gonna die next turn? I don't think so. But I don't really know what's in their deck, so who knows. Oh, actually, now that, because the Nykthos is coming in untapped, I can post main, play Sky Sovereign, and kill the Battlethopter. That's pretty good, I think. Make a ton of mana. Play this. Kill the Battle Doctor. They'll have an Inventor's Fair and a bunch of lands. But I don't know if there's a combo they have in their deck that can actually kill me from here. Maybe I should have sacked the food just in case they can deal 16 damage. Did I have lethal that turn? Actually, if I just didn't flip Vorinclex, I totally might have. I probably should have counted. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be lethal. Alright, let's go. 7 counters here, and I'm just going to attack. Alright, 2-0. See if I can get the full sweep, the 3-0. See you for next round. And here we are for round 3. It's the Nightmare matchup, or at least what I assume is the Nightmare matchup. I'm against Casey on blue-white control. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. This deck is very weak to wraths, weak to counter spells, weak to almost everything, really. I may, if I can resolve this Palantir, you know, maybe I'll be able to get something going there, but I am not optimistic about the outlook of this game. But I'm going to try my best. And maybe something will happen. That's the thing about Gladiator. You never really know what'll happen. They have Farewell too. Okay. Well... Okay, so now I have a choice. Do I just run out the Palantir and hope they don't have a counter? Or do I hold on to it and try to resolve it? I'm looking at what counters they have. They have No More Lies. Oh, they play Dovin's Veto. Phantom Interference, Memory Lapse, Counterspell, Reprieve, Remand, and some of those are hard counters. I'm just going to play the Palantir. I'm not here to mess around. If they have it, they have it. Okay, Memory Lapse. Sure. And Prismatic Ending the birds? Interesting. I actually think I want to play the Cavalier here. Because this can really pressure them. Like, if I play Palantir, well, they can't Prismatic Ending a Palantir, actually. But if I play Cavalier of Thorns, I force them to either have a removal spell for this, or like play a Wrath. But if they play a Wrath and their Tameo dies, I don't care. The worst Wrath here would be like Sunfall or Farewell. That's the scariest card they could have. Ah, they had Swords. That's pretty bad. It's actually really bad because now they can hold up Counterspell mana too. And I drew a land. Oh no. Oh, this is awful. Okay. Swords is such... Maybe I should have just played the Palantir, but like, they have very few cards like Swords to Plowshares in their deck, so I think it was a defensible choice. Okay, I'll keep those two. Really? 4 lands in a... Oh, I guess they were right not to counter this. I actually kind of want to just attack them. Because I want to make it so that they can't take damage off this Palantir. How many Wraths do they have? They have Supreme Verdict, Farewell, Sunfall, Wrath of God. They have 5 Wraths. 5 is not that many. They may not have one. In fact, it's actually probably fairly likely that they don't have one. So I'm going to go after the invasion here. They have March. Ooh. Okay. So if I put Traverse on top, I can draw the Great Henge next turn, but I don't think that'll actually help me. So I think I just go like this. If they take the damage, which I think they will, they go to 2. And I have a lethal creature next turn, so they need to do something. They're attacking, okay. And, oh crap, oh that's so good. Oh goodness, that's so good here. And they have an okay, well, it was a good try. I think I'm almost certainly gonna lose this game, but I'm gonna try my best, you know? Anything can happen. Should I get gates in? No, I think I just get the mortuary. another land, and basically another land. Well, that's a rough sequence. They may not have a Wrath. I think my best bet is just assuming that they don't have a Wrath. Spell Snare? Oh my goodness. And I was gonna draw a card. Oh my gosh. This is so bad. It's so bad. How many creatures do they have? Not enough to really care about the Bushwhack, I don't think. But I mean, it reduces my odds by so little that I might as well just hold on to it. Another, oh my goodness. All right, I attack you for 1. Sphinx's Revelation, really? Well, I guess it's working out. Shifting Woodland. Huh. Like, I can Shifting Woodland here and copy a Great Henge, but I don't think I'm ever beating the Sphinx's Revelation loop, and I don't want to play against it, so I'm just going to pack it up. Right, there's no way I could have done anything here, right? Like, I copy the green shell, I don't know, yeah, okay. Well, that's part of why this matchup's horrible, right? Like, it's just really unlikely to work out. I mean, if on that last turn, if I drew like a relevant spell, I could have had a much better chance, but I mean, my odds of that aren't that good anyway, so. Okay, let's check if they play Subtlety and Solitude. They play both. Okay. I think I want to play the Sentinel here. So if I go for the Bestow on the Springheart Nantuko, they're gonna probably think that I have an untapped land, and they'll want to either kill it or counter the Springheart. So I think that's a fine play here. Though I do also kind of want a Malevolent Rumble, try to find a land so that I can play one of these next turn. Okay, I think I'm just gonna go for this. No more lives on the Malevolent Rumble, sure. So because I think they have Solitude, I want this Birds of Paradise to be like an actual potential threat here. Don't want that. They're going for the Solitude effect. Okay. Oh crap, this doesn't... It has the green outline, so I assume it makes green mana, but it absolutely does not. So I will just chuck a Springheart Nantuko here and try to attack them with this Birds of Paradise. Gosh, this outline is really messing with me. Archmages, oh my gosh. This is so bad. Yeah. Archmage's turn. This is awful. And they get a... Alright, you can have this card. And you get a 4/4 flyer. Archmage's Charm. Unreal. Alright, well, it was a good try. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there, but I mean, I said this at the beginning, this is kind of the nightmare matchup, so not really surprised with how this one turned out. 2-1 overall. I don't think this was a great... Like, one of the things that sometimes happens in these 3-match events is you get, like, two... Like, the first 2 matchups I had, I think, were very good matchups. And then the last matchup was very bad. So I end up not really taking a lot away from it. Which is... I mean, that's just, like, the nature of Magic, right? That's just, like, how it works, is some of your events are going to be more useful than others. So overall, I mean, I think this deck is fine. Obviously, it does have some very bad matchups. So I guess you just have you kind of just have to hope that you dodge some of those. But overall, I do think this deck is still fun to play, and I do think it's at least solid. You can play this deck and do okay with it. You just need to get a little bit lucky with who you play against. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. I'm having a great time coming back to Gladiator tournaments. It's been a lot of fun. It's been very exciting to test all different things. I have all these decks that I'm working on. Some of them are better, some of them are a lot better than others. I was gonna play Heir Apparent today actually, but I decided not to because I was just having fun playing mono green and I wanted to play that. This deck is not that good, but it is kind of silly. So there's some cool stuff you can do. All right, that is it for this tournament. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.